going on, everyone? Ben here, product specialist from Ken Pollock, Alfa Romeo Maserati here in Wilkes-Barre, PA, on a very bright, very cold December day. After the last video, we've had a few people texting and calling asking about the different trim levels that Alfa Romeo do. So I've pulled 3 vehicles out. They're all the same color, they're all the same model, they're all the Stelvio, but they are all different trim levels: the Sprint, the TI, and the Veloce, which I did the video on earlier in a week. So let's get to it. So here they are, all 3, all the same color, all the same model year, and apart from a very few subtle differences, very much the same car. Now, price point on the 3 of these, this one over here is the Sprint. That's the entry level. Now, with the way that one's packed up, that's priced at around $54,500 on the window at MSRP. This one in the middle, that one is your TI. That's the mid-trim level. That one is priced, with the way that we've got it packed up, at $57,700. So not too much difference between those two. This one's a Veloce. Now, like I talked about in the video I did a couple of days ago, this is more of their top trim level, more of the sporty trim level. That one's priced at 58 and change. So they're really, between the 3, there really isn't that much of a major difference. As I was talking about in the video that I did previously, it's all aesthetics for the most part. Now, this is the Sprint. Very, very nice car indeed. You'll notice obviously the rims are different on this one versus the Veloce that we'll get to in a minute. The big difference is, and this is going to be a shorter video, guys, the big difference is, like I said, on the inside are the seats. They're not as heavily bolstered on this one and the TI as they are on the Veloce. You do still have that full panoramic sunroof. You do still have the rear crosspath assist. This one is packed up with the sport package on it. So this is a Sprint with a sport package on it, which is why you're getting the paddle shifters again on this one. Again, everything else is very, very similar. You still get that nice twin exit exhaust out of the back there on that one. So that's the Sprint. You'll also notice on this one you get the black molded plastic surrounds rather than color coded paint on this one too. Okay, so that's one of the main differences between the Sprint and the other trim levels. Moving on to the TI, which again is like the mid trim level. Fascia is still pretty much the same. That one's got the black Scudetto grille on it. This one does have the chrome one on instead. Rims are the same on the TI to the Sprint, at least on these 2 builds. Again, you still get the full panoramic sunroof. Very nice. Again, not too much bolstering on the seats. Very, very comfortable indeed. You still get the cold weather package and everything. This one does not have a sport package on, so this one does not have the steering column mounted paddle shifters. Okay, so that's how that's going to look without the sport package. Really doesn't take up too much room either way. And again, I was talking about the different trims in the last video. This is the darker wood grain trim that you get in these, as opposed to that brushed carbon in the Veloce, which we'll see in a minute. This one does have the premium pack on it, so you get the leather dash as well as the premium sound system in this one. You've got Harman Kardon, a 12-speaker Harman Kardon sound setup in that one, and obviously the TI on the front of that one. There is no trim level on the front of the Sprints. There is on the TI and on the Veloce, which we'll get to now. This Veloce does have the Nero pack on, so again, blacked out Scudetto grille, more aggressive black rims, blacked out window caliper, or window, you know what I'm talking about, and the blacked out roof rails as well. This one does have the black interior, and again, we're back to that nice heavy bolstered sport seats in these. This one does have, obviously with it being the Veloce, you do get the paddle shifters on this one and that brushed carbon on there, and of course the panoramic sunroof. All of these cars also have the option of the wireless phone charger. All 3 of these ones do have it. You do see as well on the Veloce, you do get a more aggressive rear diffuser on this one in comparison to the TI. You can see the difference there. Very nice bright day. And then if we go all the way down the back of the Sprint, this one has more of a gloss black finish on the rear diffuser rather than the silver or the aggressive diffuser on the Veloce. And you will notice that all of these have been built with the option of those painted calipers with the Alfa Romeo script on there. So regardless of the trim level, at least in this model year, you do still get that option as well. So there you go, just a quick sneaky 5-minute or so video on the differences between the 3 trim levels that Alfa Romeo do. I also want to note these cars are all for sale. These are all available, so hit me up.